Hi, it's PC31 Mike. After a long absence for various reasons, absence of far too long, but wife was poorly for a while, and then I was a little bit ill, and then we had some building work done, and all in all we went through a pretty rough time of it. But anyway, things are turned around now, everything's good, and want to get back in the saddle. I've had some quite a few messages from members of the VC community. Really brilliant people kind of emailing me and sending various things saying, where are you, what's going on, are you okay? Appreciate it so much, and really fantastic. I mean, too many to name, but absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate it. But yeah, now back on the scene. Lots been going on. I won't bombard you now with everything that's been going on and everything going forward, but it's all good now anyway, which is really good. Band I've been listening to a lot. My band of the moment, which I've been listening to lots and lots, are these ones, but more of those later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you about 10 records and a few CDs that I've picked up recently. I mean, I've carried on picking up lots and lots of stuff, so the collection's grown ridiculous, as all our collections are. One of my favourite things recently are CDs, actually, but basically those who know me from before know that one of my favourite bands are The Sound from Wimbledon, South London in England. And The Sound, who unfortunately the frontman Adrian Borland, who one of my musical heroes, passed away in 1999, but stuff is still being released, and things are happening to it. So, but basically what's come out recently, which is fantastic, in 7-inch single format size, basically 3 releases from Demon. Demon are doing some really good releases, actually. And what they've done is they've taken, let's take this one. So the big EP which the Sound released in their time, 1984, was Shock of Daylight as an album, as an EP, 12-inch. And what they've done is they've released this deluxe 2 CDs, not vinyl at all. And what they've done is you've got a little booklet inside, but what you've got is the CDs are in the side here. So if you take it, so you've got a remastered, etc. first CD, but on the other CD, which is of more interest to me really, is all the demo recordings from that period. So the actual EP itself, the Bitman edition, but also then all the demos, and as I say, 2 CDs. Really fantastic format. As I say, 1984, but yeah, 4th studio, sorry, wrong one. What am I doing? Got this mixed up. There it is. So basically the EP there, so critically acclaimed comeback EP as it was at the time in 1984, newly remastered. Yeah, fantastic, really good. What they've also done is, this is what I was talking about, they've also done the same sort of principle with Heads and Hearts, which came out in 1985 as an album, and absolutely fantastic. Again, this principle of 2 CDs inside, CD either side, size of a 7-inch, as I say, and then a booklet inside with pictures, some pictures we haven't seen before, and lyrics. Phenomenal package, it really is. And then the final one, the little trilogy, is the live album, the only live album which was released during the actual time the Sound were going, and record in the hothouse, and recorded at the Marquee Club across 2 August nights in 1985 in the hothouse. Blah 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 blah, fans' favourites. But I say this is the only time it's been on CD like this. Pull it out the sleeve. So you got the whole gig there. And so it's just been on, I've got it on vinyl, but again, a beautiful package. superb. I don't know if you hear, but it's in the background at the moment. So that really pleased to pick up those ones. From a vinyl point of view, during August, I think it was, picked up Bauhaus. This is a radio broadcast, 1981-82. So this would have been debut album, In a Flat Field and Mask. All the tracks from that period. Plus also you've got the debut single, Bela Lugosi's Dead, which is just a post-punk goth classic. And also Dark Entries, which I think was the second single. Don't think that ever appeared on an album, could be wrong. But this is a really good recording. As I say, it's a radio broadcast, so the quality is superb. Doesn't come in a normal sleeve, it's just a kind of a one-pager over a cardboard sleeve. So it's kind of in a bootleg type style, but it is an official release. Really, really good. Goth. I think where they're down as one of the inventors of goth, which is probably really Susie and the Banshees, but they always used to call themselves dark glam, and I can understand why, because they're very kind of Bowie influenced, etc. But yeah, really good album. Another artist I've been into hugely for the last about 3 months or so is the wonderful St. Vincent, and this is St. Vincent's latest, which came out last year, All Born Screaming. This is a superb album. It really is. She's so clever, Annie Clark. She's I think she's raised in Dallas, born in Tulsa, but this is the 7th album out of 7. This is their latest, as I say. Bit of a saucy middle bit. Can I show it? Yeah, why not? Yeah, a bit saucy. There we are. But absolutely fantastic album. She's a multi-instrumentalist. When you see her in her studio at home, she's got this fantastic array of keyboards and guitars and various things. But she's a fantastic guitarist, really good keyboard player, good at sequencing things. And she's very influenced by kind of Bowie, I think Kate Bush. But there's you can also hear an awful lot of Prince, I think. And she reinvents herself quite a lot as well. But if you've not come across St. Vincent, YouTuber, the first single off of All Born Screaming was Broken Man. And if you just YouTube St. Vincent Broken Man and see some of the live performances, you'll really get a flavour of her, and she's really superb. Also, she's got the guitarist now from Beck, the lead guitarist from Beck. So, and that's the fantastic vinyl. Got lovely splattered vinyl, All Born Screaming. What I've also got from St. Vincent, which I haven't really got into yet because All Born Screaming is my go-to at present, is Strange Mercy, and this was from 2011. But as I say, white vinyl. But it's good, but I haven't given it a fantastic chance yet because I've been playing that one so much. Another saucy cover, CD. I should probably get banned on my first video back. But St. Vincent, Mass Seduction. So you see that. But this was from 2017, and I've been playing this in the car, and it's it's a good album. Again, All Born Screaming is my go-to favourite for St. Vincent at the moment, but I'll definitely be picking up all of hers. Okay, so St. Vincent. So next up, John McKay. So John McKay, who was mentioned Susie earlier in the Banshees. John McKay was the first guitarist. So John McKay's on the Susie and the Banshee debut, The Scream, and 78, and also the second album, Join Hands, from 1979. So those guitar sounds are very much John McKay, big style, and they really kind of lead the way for post-punk. This is a solo album that he's made. All the material and all the recordings are from 80, 89, after he left the Banshees, so it's post-Banshees. But he does kind of most of the guitars on this, vocals, lots and lots of different things. I mean, personally, my favourite Banshees guitarist was John McKay. But I thought I'd get this one because of great interest. Still got the shrink on this one, so it's probably not good to look at. Now, I've got to be honest, not loving this album at the moment. The material isn't very strong, and his voice is not my favourite. So it's kind of all about the guitar playing, really. But you can tell it's from the time, kind of the 80s. But it's of interest, but not a great album at the moment. But let's keep playing it. Next one up, band that I've liked for quite a while now, Dublin band, the Murder Capital. And this is one that they released a few months ago. This is their third studio album. This is Blindness, and I've got a signed copy, managed to get, because I got it kind of the day it came out. First album, When I Have Fears, okay, but the second album, which is Gigi's Recovery, I think is their best album so far. It's a fantastic album. I really enjoyed that. And what you got on that particular one is Ethel as the 7-inch as a lead-off single, and I think that's a fabulous song, Ethel. But this one, it's got some really good things on it. It's a bit up and down, the material. Excellent production, post-punk. Have a listen to Murder Capital. Really good band. Yeah, Blindness. So that came out recently. Next one up, one of my favourite punk bands from way back in the 70s, the Ruts. So this is a bootleg I managed to get hold of, and it's a good recording because it's from the soundboard, and it's Hamburg live 1980, 23rd of January 1980, called It Was Cold. It Was Cold in Hamburg, live Hamburg, Germany. It's a good old white label bootleg. But as I say, where it's a soundboard recording, it's really good. All the classics are on there at the time, and of course this is when Malcolm Owen was with the band, and before he passed away, and so that's the best incarnation of the Ruts. But great bootleg, really good. This is an interesting album. Kim Deal, and Kim Deal was obviously the original bass player for the Pixies, and she was also the front woman for the Breeders, and this is her first solo album, Nobody Loves You More. This is a really nice album, actually. Kim Deal, she wrote everything. She plays guitar, bass on it, keyboards, drums. There's lots of other musicians as well, but she does kind of a bit of everything on the album. Managed to pick up a lovely orange vinyl. Her sister Kelly, she's on it as well, kind of thing. She does some work on it, but there's no standout tracks on this, but it is a fantastic album. It's one of those albums you put on and it's really enjoyable. You put it on again, it's a very good album, as I say, with no killer standouts, but her voice is excellent on it, the musicianship's really good on it, the production's great. So I'd recommend this one, actually. I think it's an excellent album, really do. Yeah, next album I managed to pick up second hand, and this is definitely one for Berwickshire Mike. And Mike has got in contact with me several times, and we've exchanged a few things, and he's a great friend in the vinyl community. And I know this is one of his favourites, actually. It's Holly Beth Vincent, and we both really like Holly's debut album from The Right to Be Italian, the debut. It must have been 79ish, I think. I'll have to check that out, actually. But this is her debut solo album, and it's actually called Holly and the Italians, but this is when she split from Holly and the Italians, the band, and this is her first solo album. But new wave, I mean, The Right to Be Italian, 1981. The Right to Be Italian by Holly and the Italians, 1981 debut album. Pop punk, bit of a masterpiece. I mean, there's some fantastic tracks on it, and from that she's made lots of albums since, but this was the first solo one from '82 when she left the Italians, but she called the album Holly and the Italians, so a bit confusing. But Holly and the Italians, they toured with The Clash in the UK, and also in the US they supported the Ramones. She dated Mark Knopfler for a while, and Mark Knopfler, I think, got a bit miffed because he felt that she was on the back of his success. I admire Holly more for staying with Martin Knopfler, 'cause he's not my cup of tea, but he is for a lot of people, so fair enough. But anyway, I think she got deported as well from the UK, or she wasn't allowed back in when she went back to the US. But yeah, Holly, really excellent. Liked Holly for a long time, and as I say, Berwickshire Mike, I know, is a huge fan. Next one, I got lots and lots of copies of this in the collection, but this is a Japanese promo that I picked up, so I couldn't resist this. But Theatre of Hate, Westworld. As I say, I've got lots of copies of this, different colours and all manner of things. But this is Japanese promo. This is from 1982. This is yeah, Kurt Brandon, of course, Theatre of Hate, who's also Spear of Destiny and was the Pack, etc. But this is Mick Jones, The Clash produced, classic post-punk album, absolutely brilliant album. And as I say, got the Obi strip and everything. This Japanese promo, great stuff. And the final one I'm going to show today, because I don't want to outstay my welcome on the first video back after a long time, is probably been shown by lots of people, but Wet Legs, new one, moisturizer. And this has gone to #1. The previous one went to #1 as well. Some great tracks on this, actually. Catch These Fists, CPR, really good. I've got a clear copy, but they've just been on the festival circuit for the summer, and they've definitely changed as a band. The cute innocent little girls have gone, and there's something different now on stage, which is excellent. Really good live band. But yeah, Wet Leg from the Isle of Wight, which isn't very far from me at all, just across the water. But yeah, great album. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. Lots more albums. I bought lots of Clash bootlegs recently. Lots going on. But yeah, I shall be back soon. Okay, thanks, folks.